Alrighty, folks, back with another new album review, and today we have for you from Germany, Angel of Damnation, Ethereal, Blasphemy. Trying to fight that glare. This is their third album. They formed in 2004. They released an EP that year. Then 7 years later, they released Carnal Philosophy, their debut album. Then 7 years later, they released Heathen Witchcraft in 2018, which is the album that I got. I did not get it in 2018. I've only had it for a year or so. And now they released Ethereal Blasphemy in 2025. So I guess we should enjoy this one because we're probably not going to get another one until 2032. So this is a Dying Victims production release, so you get the Obi. There's the Obi there. A couple of other bands listed. Pagan Altar, Never Quite Dead. I have that one, good album. High Warden, Astral Iron. I've heard of High Warden, but I don't think I knew that they were a Doom band. I might have to check that out. And then Bottomless, The Banishing. I don't know who that is. So it says the German cult Doom Act unleashes their third album following in the footsteps of the 70s and 80s pioneers. And of course you get the sticker too that comes with all the Dying Victims productions. Let's look at the CD real quick. Lyrics. There's the band there. You have Neudi, who's the new guy on drums, first album for him. Forcas on bass, he's been here for the last two albums now. And Avenger on guitars and Doomcult Messiah on vocals. Those guys have been there from the beginning. Close it out with the lyrics. So yes, these guys are a Doom band. You can see heavy on the religious imagery. So we start off, the first track is called Eternal Life in Hell. First thing you notice is Doomcult Messiah's vocals. To my ears, he has kind of a Bobby Liebling from Pentagram meets Mark Shelton from Manila Road with some hints of Messiah Markeline thrown in there. So kind of a unique voice, but it fits well with the music. This song has real funeral doom type verses, but interspersed with really catchy up-tempo choruses. These guys actually have really catchy choruses, catchy verses, which kind of pulls you into all their songs. Really killer drum work from the Neudi. Evangeline's your next track. Classic metal riffing on this one. Neudi again, very busy behind the kit. Great drummer. He played on the first Masters of Disguise album. If you don't know who they are, they were an offshoot of the reformed Savage Grace. And then he also played on the last three Manila Road albums. Another catchy chorus on this one. Good guitar solo on this one. Your next one's called Stigmata. Comes in with a murderous bass riff. The chorus needs a little work, but the post-chorus actually pulls the chorus up. You get Doomcult Messiah counting off 1, 2, 3, the number of stigmata, and each time he counts, church bell dings. So it kind of saves the lackluster chorus, and you get a good long guitar solo at the end of this one. Warning from the Skies, your next track. Now, this track originally appeared on a compilation called Hellbangers Metal Forces in 2008. And then it was re-released in 2023 on a split album with a band called Wartime. I imagine that it's been reworked for this album, but I can't say for sure. I didn't notice any other credits for any other players, and like I said, this was Neudi's first album with them, so I imagine the song has been reworked for this album. Very Sabbathy, bass and guitar riffing. Sounds like something that you would have found on the Sabbath debut. Neudi's doing his best Bill Ward imitation. Also, probably my favorite track on the album, Warning from the Sky. Then your next track's called Lost in a World of Despair. Classic doom sounding track. Kind of plodding along, but finally gets going about the 4.5 minute mark. You get some good smoking guitar for the outro. Your next track's called Hungry Hordes of Hades. This one's kind of a slow chugger. And just when you think the song's starting to wane a little bit, you hear this familiar voice in the background helping on the backing vocals. And it's Meister Cagliostro from Attic. You can't mistake his voice. As soon as I heard it, I knew it was him, and I checked the credits, and sure enough, it's him. Makes sense that he would be on there. I'm not sure if Angel's on Dying Victims Productions, but he is from, Attic is from Germany, like Angel of Damnation. And then you get a good blistering guitar solo in this one, and great bass drum work on the outro. And then your last track, probably one of the classic album song titles, if not this year alone, ever, and it is called Anal Worship of the Goat Lord. Longest track on the album, just over 10 minutes, mid-paced riffing, lots of cool drum and cymbal work going on throughout the song. Doomcult Messiah does this really cool vocal inflection throughout the song. You get a lot of haunting keyboards in this one. Then the song slows down to a crawl, and you get Doomcult Messiah repeating Anal Worship of the Goat Lord about 20 times as he goes into the outro. So, it's a really solid album. I'm going to give it 8.25 out of 10. If you like doom metal, there's no reason you're not going to like this. They're not overt, they don't overtly sound like anybody. But there's hints of Sabbath in there, hints of Pentagram in there, hints of Candlemass in there. So yeah, good solid album. Like I said, if you like, it just dawned on me that I haven't been holding this thing up, so YouTube's gonna give me a shitty thumbnail. So yeah, if you like doom metal, you'll like this one. Angel of Damnation, Ethereal, Blasphemy, 8.25 out of 10. All right, you guys have a good one.